You check the windows. You tell yourself you're safe. But what if safe is just an illusion? What if someone's been watching you for weeks, learning your routine, waiting for the perfect moment? Tonight, I'm sharing 3 supposedly true stories that will make you question everything you thought you knew about security. Let's begin. This happened to a woman named Emma in Columbus, Ohio. She was 24, living alone in a small rental house with just her dog for company. Quiet neighborhood, tree-lined street, the kind of place where nothing ever happens. Until one night, at exactly 1 a.m., her dog started growling. Not barking, growling, low and steady, staring at the back door like something was wrong. Emma turned on the porch light and looked outside. A man was standing at the edge of her backyard, perfectly still, just watching her house. She opened the door slightly and called out, "Can I help you?" No response. He just stepped backward, slowly, into the darkness, until he disappeared. Emma locked the door, told herself he was probably drunk, lost, nothing to worry about. But the next night, he came back. Same time, 1 a.m., her dog growled again. This time, she didn't open the door. She just peeked through the window. He was closer now, standing near the fence, facing the house, staring. She called the police. They searched the area, found nothing. The third night, he wasn't in the yard anymore. He was on the porch, standing right outside the glass door, face pressed close, eyes locked on her. Emma dialed 911, whispering into the phone, hiding in her bedroom while the dispatcher kept her on the line. When officers arrived, they caught him walking casually down the street. He lived 3 houses away, and he'd been watching Emma come home from work every single night for weeks. The officer pulled her aside and said something that still haunts her. "You called at the right time." He had gloves in his pocket and zip ties. Emma moved out 2 months later. But even now, when her dog stares at the door in the middle of the night, she feels that same cold terror crawl up her spine. Story 2. Someone's been inside. In 2022, a guy named Marcus rented a basement apartment in Denver. It was cheap, private entrance, seemed perfect. The first week was completely normal. Then, small things started happening. His shampoo bottle would be in a different spot. A towel felt damp even though he hadn't used it. The bathroom mirror was fogged up when he got home from work. At first, he brushed it off. Maybe he was just tired, forgetful. But then, one evening he came home early, around 5 p.m., and he heard the shower running. Marcus froze in the hallway, heart pounding, listening. The water stopped. Silence. He rushed to the bathroom. Everything was dry. The door was still locked from the outside, but his shampoo bottle was gone. Marcus didn't sleep that night. The next day, he brought a friend over. They checked every lock, every window, every possible entry point. And that's when they found it. A small air vent near the shower, loose, just big enough for someone to slip through. The landlord sealed it immediately, changed the locks, apologized. But Marcus moved out the next week because he couldn't shake the thought. How many times had someone been in there, watching him, using his shower, standing in the corner while he slept? Even now, years later, Marcus still wakes up sometimes, convinced he hears water running in the next room. This story comes from a woman named Sarah in Atlanta. She lived in a small apartment with a few roommates. Safe area, good neighborhood. One night, just after 2 a.m., her phone rang. She answered, half asleep, expecting a wrong number. A man's voice whispered, "I know where you live, Sarah." Her blood went cold. She didn't say anything, just hung up, hands shaking. She called her roommate. No one had been on the phone. She checked her recent calls. The number was blocked. They called the police, but there was nothing to trace. No evidence. No leads. The next morning, Sarah noticed something strange. Her mail was out of place. Some envelopes had been opened. Nothing was missing, but someone had been going through it. Sarah moved out a week later. The police never found out who called. But here's the part that still terrifies her. About 2 months after she moved, she got another call. Same blocked number. Same time, 2 a.m. She didn't answer. But the voicemail he left said, "I know you moved, Sarah. I'll find you again." She changed her number, filed a restraining order against an unknown individual, installed security cameras. But to this day, every time her phone rings after midnight, she wonders if it's him, still watching, still waiting. Stories. 3 people who thought they were safe. The truth is, we never really know who's watching, who's waiting, who's already closer than we think. So tonight, double-check those locks, close those blinds, and maybe, just maybe, trust your gut when something feels off. If you've experienced anything like this, share your story in the comments below. You never know who might need to hear it. And remember, stay aware, stay safe, and never assume you're alone. Thanks for watching.